Hi, Jake here. How you doing today? Just thought we'd throw a quick video up here, do our progress. Did our 90 days. Well, 4 days ago was 90 days. Rosalie's been after me to put a video up, but I thought, well, I'm going to have a major breakthrough here and have some fantastic update, but it's just been slow and steady, so I can't complain. So we're going to do a 90-day recap here. We've lost 36 pounds in 93 days. Today's the 93rd day of the diet, and we're at 229 pounds. So that's a 36-pound loss from 265. So it just keeps slowly melting away, and we haven't really changed much in the way of eating. We're still doing our OMAD, 1 meal a day, usually between about 3 and 5, 6 o'clock, sometime in there. A couple days ago, though, I got a little hungry about noontime, so I had a little chunk of meat. And I went out and worked in the shop. Next thing I knew, it was 6, 7 o'clock. Came in, ate. Didn't affect me one bit. It seems like as long as I'm eating lots animal fat, that it keeps melting away. So we'll just keep doing what we're doing. So for the month of March, we've only lost 2 pounds or something. Our 1st of March was 232.6, and we're down 229. So we're down 3 pounds in 18 days. Like I said, today's day 93. It seems like it's a little steady grain. I'm really documenting the weight. A lot of people say don't weigh yourself, throw the scale away and only weigh once a month, once a week or something. But I've been weighing every day just to see how it goes. I want to chronicle exactly what I'm eating and if it makes a difference as to the weight loss or the weight gain, because there's a few days I've gained a half a pound or a pound, but then it seems like the next day it's back down to where it was. So that's good. We haven't really changed anything of our eating here. We did have the corned beef and cabbage for St. Patty's Day, which didn't affect me one bit because I have cabbage in my vegetable stew most of the time anyway, and the corned beef was great. So all corned beef is what is it, salt rub on it, cured with salt. So that's actually good for us. So and I'm going to have that again today. I've had corned beef and cabbage with my vegetable stew yesterday, and I'll have that today, and I think I have probably another couple days with my veg stew, and then we'll see how that goes. But we're down in the 220s, so it's been a long time since I've been in the 220s. So you can see my shirts are getting a little loose, but we have some other ones that'll move. We'll move into them. So we haven't changed much of anything. I thought we'd talk about what we've been eating. We had pork steaks and pork roast, and basically we're just eating once a day. I'm rambling here because I didn't really, Rosalie's been after me to put up a video. She's been after me for about 4 or 5 days. If you put a video up, I'd put a video. No, well, what do I say? We're doing exactly the same thing we did last week and the week before that, and it just never changes. I seem like my blood pressure is right dead, rock solid in the 140s, over 80. So I can't complain there. We had a few days where Rosalie cooked, and she cooks a good meal, except it's a little low fat. I mean, when she goes to the store and buys a chunk of meat, she tries to get lean, and I'm in there looking for the fattiest piece of meat I can find, and she's looking for the leanest piece of meat. So between us, I know when I have a meal that's a little low on the fat side of it, that I have been getting a little hungry before it's time to eat, like the other day, and so I just went in the refrigerator, and there was a piece of pot roast there, and I just cut off a little chunk with a bunch of fat on it and ate it, and by golly, it just got me through. And I thought, well, maybe it's going to screw up my fasting or the autophagy or something, but it didn't seem to affect anything. Matter of fact, I lost a quarter pound over it. So maybe I didn't eat as much for my main meal because I wasn't as hungry, because I had that little piece of meat earlier in the day. And so that's something we're going to look at and chart. I wrote it down here on my list or in my book as to what I did, and we just keep doing that, so that if there's any big changes, if it makes a change in what we're doing, then I can chronicle it and say, whoa, this is what I did, and it changed what we're doing. But it didn't. Matter of fact, it even helped a little bit there on that one day, because I think if you're not getting enough fat in your diet, then you will get a little hungry earlier than the 24 hours. I've noticed that a couple times, like if I have chicken or something, then I get a little hungrier before it's time to eat, because there's not quite as much fat in the chicken. And I think I'm going to change a few things up on cooking my chicken to make it a little fattier, because the chicken doesn't have quite as much fat as the beef that I've been eating, or the pork. And so we're going to have to add a little of that, and I'll cook it in some beef fat or pork fat, and then I'm going to render the cracklings and stuff out, and make it kind of like a gravy with a little almond flour. I haven't tried almond flour yet. I don't know how that's going to work, to make a little gravy to go with it, to add that fat that we cook the chicken in. You know how you make gravy is, you just put a little flour in the fat, mix it up, put some cream in there, and you've got a beautiful white gravy. And I like that kind of stuff, so we're going to try that. And that's going to be down the road here in the next 4 or 5 days. I'm going to try a couple things different. If I can drop another half a pound or 2 pound, get in that 225, 226 range, I'm thinking I'll probably hit another plateau, because I remember I used to be 225 for a long time. And we might stall out there, and we'll try a few different things. I got a few different ideas of what I want to try to see. Rosalie's always upset that I'm basically eating exactly the same thing day in and day out, which I'm not I don't have to have a variety of stuff. I eat the same thing every day. When time to eat, I go in the fridge and pull out my pot of stuff, put it on the stove, warm it up, get my bowl and my plate out, and it satisfies me. By the time I'm done with it, I'm full, and time to put it away and go do something else. That's the nice thing about this is my energy. I have 10 times the energy that I had 3 months ago. It's springtime in the Rockies here. We're getting up in the 40s and almost to the 50s here, and we're down about a foot on snow. We only got about a foot of snow out there now. So it's time to get back out in the shop and get to doing stuff. So I've been busy out there, and the energy, I have 10 times the energy that I had 3 months ago. I'm ready to go and do stuff now, whereas I was in December and November, I was sitting on the couch, barely had the energy to get off the couch. So this is definitely picked my metabolism up or something, and we're doing real good that way. I noticed my skin is nice and soft. I don't need any hand lotion or anything. Is the fat stuff your body produces, the oils from what you eat. And one thing I've noticed is the bottoms of my feet. Now, I used to have some dry skin down there, and it was all dry, calloused, and that's all starting to go away. So I don't know. It's your body will take care of itself if you just give it the right stuff to let it do its thing. So this is another thing we're going to keep watching is no dry scalp. My scalp isn't dried out. My skin is not dried out. Rosalie's putting on Jergens lotion and all that stuff left and right, and here I am, just as soft as a baby's butt. So it's helping, and everything's going good. So just a quick update as to what we've been doing. I had a couple other things I was going to talk about, but since I didn't write them down, like an idiot, I didn't write what I was supposed to talk about. So we'll wrap this one up and shoot it out to the YouTube and see if we get any comments. So if you got any comments, go ahead and lay them down. I've been watching a lot of other people's videos that I really enjoy. Carnomad, I watched him this morning do an interview with a guy that was really interesting, and I might link his video or share his video up on my YouTube page. That's what I like to do, is if I come across a good video, I'll stick it up on Facebook page and share it with people. So for now, we'll just say we'll talk to you later. Bye.